Vision and ML engineer at Qualcomm. So before I begin, I would like these speakers to introduce themselves. So I'll begin with Durgesh. Durgesh, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so basically, I'm Durgesh, and I have like 3 years of experience in data analytics. And I started my journey from a service-based company, which is Coforge, in a .NET developer profile. And after that, I decided to move into data analytics. So that was a point of time when I started learning with the tech stack and try to understand how exactly a data analyst works and try to create something like resume and all that everybody does. And after that, being contacting with a lot of people who are actually in this field and learning from their experiences, I try to switch my journey into data analytics. And at that point of time, I joined Target as my first company. And after that, I joined 7-Eleven after 2 years working there and understanding and experiencing how actually a data analyst works. So yeah, this is about me. And in the meantime, I help people to get jobs in data analytics in top product based companies, and I guide them and I mentor them with sessions and all. So yeah, that's all about me. Yeah, thanks Sandeep for this.
Thank you, Durgesh. Shivam, please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. So yeah, I am Shivam. I did my masters in AI from ISC Bangalore. Hope you all know. So before that, I did my bachelor's in EC domain, and I was unplaced. So that's why I'm here to guide you all. Like how if you are not able to get a job, that's okay. Like within within few months, if you do preparation well, then you will be able to get a good job. So yes, for me also, like I was not able to get 20,000 rupees job, but after doing masters I was able to get a really decent paying job. I cracked the ISRO examination also. And there was a Reliance Foundation scholarship where they selected only 40 students from all over India, and I was the one who got that scholarship. They pay 6 lakh rupees for doing masters. So currently I'm working for Qualcomm as a computer vision and ML engineer. Apart from that, because I never spent a single amount of money in my whole education for the colleges, schools. So I help people to get a job. I help people to review the resume. I help directionless people if they are struggling financially. I help them how you can just get the scholarship or how you can get a good job. So yeah, that's what about me. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Shivam. And Shivam's journey is similar to me. I mean, after BTech, I was not able to get any job of 5,000-6,000 rupees per month also. And then I went to IIT Roorkee, did masters, and I was placed on campus in a company called Dish and Company. So it's great to have you, Shivam. Before I begin, I just want to mention that these guys have great following on LinkedIn, and they actually share a lot of knowledge about their fields on LinkedIn. So I just want to, know your views about LinkedIn as a platform, how you grew and how you build following and what all you post there and how people get help from that content.
Yeah, so basically, I think first of all, if you want to get job in job market, you must know how to sell yourself, which is very important. And if you are visible, then you will be like successful. People will see you. If you, people will see you that you have a good number of followers, you are posting something which is very good, and you are posting in a single domain, then they will realize that this is the person who is actually doing some hard work in his domain. Now people will try to realize that yeah, this is the person, and we can also give him an offer of job, or we can also give him a point of opportunity, that yeah, this is the person, we can hire him, we can give an opportunity for the interview and all. So LinkedIn is very important as a platform. And if you are a very consistent person, consistency is very required in LinkedIn. If you are a person who has selected a domain of data analytics, let's say, and now you are posting something, like you are learning something and you are posting something, you have to do it on a daily basis. You have to be consistent enough. Don't worry at starting that you are not getting likes, you are not getting followers and all. It doesn't matter. It will take 1 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even a single month or 2 months. But one day, one of your posts will be engaged a lot, and you will gain some good number of followers. And if you have a good following on LinkedIn, people will approach you, even HRs will approach you, because they understand this is the person who is doing something in market. So yeah, I think LinkedIn right now is a very good platform for jobs. And yeah, people can easily get jobs on LinkedIn, but it's not a very simple approach. You have to do some lot of tactics in between to get a good job. But yeah, you can start your things with LinkedIn. You can search your domain, that what domain is there, like that you want to post about, and then you can do it on a consistent basis. And yeah, if you do it regularly, people will see you and you will get something in your life as a LinkedIn as a platform. Because if I say myself about myself, I'm like, you can say, earning more than my job on LinkedIn is a very good platform. You can sell your things, you can sell your skills, but it's not like you are not going to fool anyone, because LinkedIn is not like Instagram that you are posting the reels and you are earning money. It's like you are providing some valuable content that person that the audience is liking, and then they are trying to have you as your mentor to guide you. So I think LinkedIn is a very good platform, and LinkedIn changed my life. Today, if you talk about what is that one thing, if I lost it I will regret, LinkedIn is that one thing. So yeah, for me it is very best. Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you.
Durgesh. LinkedIn has helped us also as a company. Like I also post daily on LinkedIn as being a founder and entrepreneur. It also helped me in growing my network, my business. So definitely, Shivam, your views on this.
Yes. So last year, like same in August, I was having 2,000 follower, and I was not having anything in my mind, but I thought I should tell everyone like from where I belong to what I do. And the thing is, like, my communication skill was always bad. Like before joining to ISC, my English was very weak. So many of people think that okay, I don't know how to speak, or I am not having good communication skill. How can I start? So I am the perfect example. I was having 2,000 follower, and now I am having around 1,40,000 follower, and I really don't put my original thoughts. Like it's like inspired by someone. Why I'm telling this? Because when you are seeing post on LinkedIn, you will see hundreds of posts, but when you see the hundreds of posts, you will be able to relate with some of the post at least. Because like you are also a normal person, you will be able to relate someone, you will get the idea and you start posting on that. And like honestly saying, I never thought about earning from LinkedIn, because I just randomly started on LinkedIn. Within 1 week I got 10,000 follower, and one of the brand contacted me and said, we are a new startup, can you please promote us, I will give you money. So from there, like I got more motivation to post on LinkedIn. Still I am not very good, I will say thoughtful person, but the way I used LinkedIn only to put my thoughts. So the consistency is the key. I post daily, no matter what happens. I put 10 to 15 minutes daily, and now you can say the number of follower you are having, the same amount of money you can earn from LinkedIn. So this is the power of LinkedIn. Even I know one of my friends, she is in first year of the college, and she is earning more than 2 lakh rupees per month from LinkedIn, and she spend only 1 hour per day. So see, like in just after passing 12th class and earning so much amount of money. So even I will suggest everyone, if you are not like very much confident, you try to see what people are posting, you try to relate with them, and you start posting. Doesn't matter you are able to help people or not, because you are also a student. But thoughts can be anything. You are just putting the motivational thoughts, or you are putting about your life, like how you are doing your college work, or you, if you come across with some job opening, because there are a lot of jobs, you can just share it on your LinkedIn. And even if you are reading some research paper or good article somewhere, you can start posting it there, because content is key. You just need to post you don't need to make some 20 or 30 lines of content. 2 line is more than enough, or 3 line is more than enough to post it. And the main benefit is that you will get daily, at least a lot of HR will contact you for job or internship, because your profile is visible to everyone. If I say myself, daily on my post I am getting 2 lakhs impression per day. Like within 365 days I got 54 million plus view on my post. So you can see daily I am visible to someone, and those people are also can be HR, those people can also be a founder. So they are seeing me day by day, day by day. Then some of the time, if they have some opening or something, they remember my name, they will directly contact to you. So, and also if you need anything, like if you have good network, if you want referral anywhere, like you can do anything from LinkedIn. So the same thing what Durgesh said, if I have some regret, I am having that regret, why I haven't start that LinkedIn in my BTech. So
Correct.
LinkedIn, like, is it's really very helpful. I will suggest everyone to please explore it.
I will
Thanks.
give you an example. So basically, one of my friend is currently in like BA third year, and she is very good on LinkedIn. She has around 38 to 40,000 followers, and she has done BA. And now, like, 5 to 6 days back, she got a call from Apple for the interview. And I think today was her interview, first round. So you can imagine, like, LinkedIn is a job finder, you can say, because same like the Shivam said, like, we are getting impressions. People are seeing your profile. I got calls from Walmart, Google, many other tech companies. I got call from, and the simple thing they are asking is they are not worrying about your experience. Also, they know that this person is doing something, and this is a capable person. And see, at that point of time, when you are getting calls from HR, Apple, Google, these kind of companies don't look very like they don't look a lot about your experience, that even you have 3 years or 4 years. They look about your skills that you have. And they are very selective in their interview process. They are not looking for your first round of technical only, like SQL, Python, something like that. They're understanding what kind of person you are, what kind of problem solving attitude you have. See, problem solving is very important right now. It's not like you are very good in skills, you have learned 3 to 4 skills, and you are going in job market. Understand, data science, machine learning, or your data analytics, all these things are only for one thing, which is to solve business problem. Business has problems, they want someone to help them. At that point of time, they only have one thing, that is data. Now they want someone to analyze their data, to give them like the solutions for the problems we have. Like, you can take an example of Swiggy. Suppose sales of Swiggy is down by 30%. What they will do, they will directly go with the data that they have, and they will try to understand why this thing is happening. And if they will make profit, they will give you a good amount of salary. So I can say that data science and analytics is a very good domain right now. And even if you think that people are saying AI can replace, so now he's working in AI, but I can see that AI cannot replace these data science and analytics job. But yeah, a person who uses AI very well, he can replace your job. That I can say, because right now I think that is in the job market.
So, my next question is for you, Shivam. If I am a person, working professional or a student, and I want to enter into a field of AI ML, what should be the roadmap? What skills I should learn? How should I begin learning those skills?
Yeah, so I will tell to everyone. Suppose like you are very naive, you haven't even heard about AI ML, but the buzz AI ML is having. That's why you wanted to do, or job market is like that. So I will give my example. When I did my gate examination in EC, I cannot speak in English. I don't have any programming language knowledge. I never done coding in my BTech, and I don't know what exactly AIML is. For me, AIML is like something we will be doing some brain ups, because I am very naive. Suddenly, I got branch at IISc for AI. Now I am very much scared. Like, how will we go? How I will be getting a placement for AIML, or what I will be doing, because some other people are top ranker for IISc and they will be able to manage it. So for me, like, because I was very scared, I contacted to many of my senior, like, what is required to get a good placement. So what I really found a very interesting thing. The thing is, in interviews, like, they don't even ask about ML first. Lot of people, what they are doing some random ML course from Andrew NG or some YouTube course, or they are thinking, lao job do. With one ML course only you can't get job. If it is very easy, then people can just pass the 12th exam, do that course from YouTube 2 3 times, do some revision, and say, like, give the job. So that is something like lot of job openings are there for AI ML, but the good candidates are not there. Why? I will tell. Suppose everyone is having a Ferrari car. Consider Ferrari car is the ML subject you are having, but you don't know how to start, and you don't know how much accelerator I should put so that it go to 40 speed or 60 kmph speed. So the thing is that starting the thing is the linear algebra concept. Because in the ML models, everything is data. And data, if I want to consider, like, suppose images are the data, if I want to classify whether that image is cat or dog. So that image is coming from the metrics that we learned in our high school class, also in BTech first year. So you need to learn how that those metrics can be manipulated. So for me, I got from my seniors, like, linear algebra is something which I need to understand, which I need to do. Before doing ML, I started with machine learning, sorry, linear algebra. Then what comes, suppose I am just diagnosing one patient, like whether that patient is having cancer or not. Ultimately, ML model will give the probability. So in one case, ML model is saying with the 51% of the probability that person is not having cancer, and with 49% of the probability that person is having cancer. If I will go by the probability, that means I am declaring that person that he is not having cancer, but the margin is very low. But consider a case if that person is really having the cancer, he can die because of that small difference. That's why probability and stats, learning the distribution, how these things are working, that is very important. So before developing to ML model, you should learn how those probability and stats are useful. So linear algebra and probability stats are the most important topic to begin with machine learning. If you will just learn only these two subjects, suppose if I want to hire someone, someone is having machine learning knowledge and other person is having linear algebra and probability, I will prefer the probability and linear algebra guy, because machine learning any day I can teach him. But those two topics, like, we consider as the basics to build any of the product. So I just did these three subjects, like linear algebra, probability, optimization also required, and machine learning with some good project. Those things I done before joining to college itself, within 3 months or 2 months. And I was the one who got first placement in my class. Like, you can consider I was not knowing anything. Within 3 months, I got a really decent job at Qualcomm with good package. And I was the one who got like within one day. So that was the differences. Everyone was running behind the machine learning. But till the day, like, I takes many mock interviews also, even I gave the so many interviews, everyone is more focusing on the linear algebra and probability part. So that is something, if you guys can learn and then do the machine learning, definitely machine learning is required. So this is something lot of people don't know outside of the like job market, and they just try to get a job. That's why these people are struggling to get a job. So this is the simple roadmap. If anyone can prepare for 2 months, I can guarantee that they will be able to find a job. And this is the easiest way to get a job in AI ML domain.
All right, Shivam. So the way I got it is fundamentals are very, very important, especially
Yes,
the
yes,
mathematics one.
definitely.
All right. So I have the same question for you. You are a senior data analyst. So what is the roadmap like for a senior data analyst? If I'm a student or a working professional, what should I learn?
Yeah, so in data analytics, I think people who are from different backgrounds, not only from like BTech, if you're from BSc, MSc, MA, any platform, any like background, I think data analytics is something that is for you. But you have to understand first, like, how you see a business. So suppose if I talk about business, you know what Swiggy is doing, you know what Zomato is doing. But if I talk to you like what Honeywell is doing, do you know Honeywell? How many of you know Honeywell? Okay, I think people are knowing, but exact background, if you talk about, if you want to understand, you know Swiggy well because you know it's a food delivering app, but you don't know Honeywell a lot in that background business, what they are doing. So I think if you are a person who understand the business and you have an attitude to solve a problem, then you can consider yourself for a data analytics domain. Now, starting with domain, first of all, you have to start with Excel. Now, why I'm saying Excel? Because in Excel, you can do a little bit modification on data. So Excel is a core skill. Even if you are a very big data analyst or even if you are a fresher data analyst, I can say Excel is your day-to-day life. You have to do Excel. Now, second thing, which is most important for interviews, if you want to crack an interview, SQL is your core skill. If you have started with SQL and started with basics and have gone to the advanced concept related to data analytics, because SQL is different. Like SQL is for data analytics also, SQL is for developers also. So you have to go with SQL for data analytics. Now, if you have started with SQL, and I can say if you have a good amount of knowledge in SQL, even if you don't know other skills, you can crack a job. So I think Excel is the basic thing that you have to go along with SQL, and SQL you have to concentrate more. Now, along with SQL, if you have decent understanding of Python, now I'm not talking about data structures in Python a lot. It's basically you must know concepts of strings, list, and dictionary in Python. And if you are good in these kind of concepts and you have gone through libraries like NumPy and Pandas, which are important for data analytics, you can crack the game. But SQL is something which is required. Now, if I talk about, I have given interviewed in very good product based company. I've cracked a lot of product based companies like United Airlines, Ola, Service. Now I have cracked multiple product based companies. What I have seen is first round is SQL round. They only focus on SQL. They, for 60 minutes they will ask you SQL questions only. And If a company is very big and they want to hire you fast, then they will focus more on skills in the first round. But if the company is there who want to hire a candidate in like around 2 months or 3 months of time, they will try to understand your work experience. So now many people will be here who have like different work experience in the past and now wants to become a data analyst. So at that point of time, you must know how to like change your work that you have done in past into a data analytics, like into a data analytics domain. So if I cannot say all the things in the single session, but yeah, if you want to switch into a data analytics profile, and if you have a previous experience, try to mold your experience as a data analyst by understanding the business or the business for which you have worked in the past, and try to create your own analytics out of it, so that you can change your experience that you have in past and you can get a good job. But if you talk about specifically in skills, SQL, Excel, Python basics, and Python libraries like NumPy and Pandas, if you do these things, you are good to go for an interview. And SQL, try to focus more on SQL. Try to solve questions. It's not only learning a skill; it's about problem solving. Go on different platforms like Lead Code, Strata, Scratch. The very good platforms like Geeks for Geeks. If you want to learn Python, you can go directly for Geeks for Geeks. You have a lot of questions available with them, a lot of databases there. If you want to learn SQL, you can like try to have any YouTube course. If you don't want to spend money, you can go with YouTube also. There are a lot of content available there, but practice is required, because every solution you can get from ChatGPT right now. ChatGPT is everything. So if you are good at ChatGPT also, then also you can learn at a better pace. But if there is a mentor who can guide you, then it is best for you. So yeah, this is my roadmap for data analytics, and on a skills basis, I'm saying Excel, SQL, and Python. And visualization. Sorry, one last thing. The remaining thing is visualization. So if you want to be a data analyst, you need a visualization tool also. So you can focus on any one of them, like Power BI or Tableau. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Durgesh. So I got it. You need SQL, Excel, and some visualization tools and basics of Python. So my next question for you, Durgesh, is what are the projects that I should do? Say I'm a fresher, or I am somebody who is not working in data analyst field, but I want to switch. So I should have some projects in my resume. So what projects I should pick to switch to, or to maybe not for a job, but just for my own learning? What projects I should pick?
So the real thing that I want to answer from this is, don't pick only the projects. Try to pick the domains. E-commerce domain, healthcare domain. These are two domains which are making a lot of money in the market. E-commerce, healthcare, edtech also, it's making a lot of money in the market. Now if you go on the domain side, just try to pull a data set. First, you have like websites like kaggle.com. Different websites are there. Try to get some data from there. Let's try to get some data from Amazon. Now you don't will not have real time data, but you have demo data sets on different of these websites. Now what you have to do is, after getting the data, try to understand from this data what kind of analysis you can make, so that you can understand how exactly the business is performing. Like, you can, for example, if I'm taking e-commerce data, I can take the revenue side, actual revenue that is made on month basis. Certain other things like what kind of problems are faced by, like, if you talk about e-commerce, you have seen a lot of people do returns. You can go on to understand what is return data looks like, what is the prominent reason why people are returning, these kind of things. So don't try to take any other project from YouTube and just see that. It will not work you. If you see someone other's project, you will be only learning that much that he's telling you. If you are trying to do a project, try to get data from some good resource, and try to understand the data first, and then try to understand what kind of problems can be there if we have this kind of data. Now you can try to do your own analysis, and after doing that analysis, you can present it in the form that if someone is asking you what you have done in this project, you can comfortably tell that, yeah, this is why this was my so three things you have to take care of. First is problem statement. Second is how to actually identify the right amount of data to do the analysis. And third is, after doing that analysis, how you are presenting it, how you are telling a story out of it. So data analyst, if you want to become a good data analyst, you need to be a good storyteller, because every person is not that technical to understand your queries and all. They just wanted to understand what you have actually done and what was the problem scenario. So yeah, that is my approach.
All right, thank you, Durgesh. I have same question for you, Shivam. What projects I should pick in AI ML?
So to get a job, good projects can be from 4 different domains, because when it comes to AI ML, it's not specific to AI ML. It will always differentiate between the domain. The domain can be is ML only. One can be the computer vision domain, and one can be the NLP. And nowadays, people are using the Gen AI, generative models, or LLMs. So lot of people, when I reviewed their resume or when I have interacted them, they do very basic project like house price prediction system or cat or dog classification. Those are very basic project. Like, you are not making yourself very unique compared to others. Everyone is doing the project from YouTube only. So those project I will really tell everyone not to do it. You can do it for learning purpose, but the thing is, if you wanted to really make an impact, what I will suggest, to choose one project from each domain. I will suggest, and maybe if you are very much specific to computer vision domain, you can take two of the project. So one from ML, I will suggest to, there is one algorithm called support vector machine, or one algorithm called a decision tree. So those are the very curious topic in the ML domain, and every interviewer are interested to do that. So I will suggest to one project, you can do some image classification from support vector machine. Now come to the deep learning part. You for Gen AI, you can use the some generative adversarial network or auto encoder, where you can do the style transfer, how you can make a line to the zebra or zebra to line, anything new generation like that is the generative model. And other part is definitely, if you wanted to go into the computer vision domain, you can do some image segmentation part, or anything. You can extract the feature of the image. And for NLP, I will strongly recommend everyone to use something called a transformer. If you guys know, I am not sure if you know, transformer are really is really very important in your resume, because now transformer can be used for computer vision domain also, NLP task also, and Gen AI task also. I will tell why. Because in chat GPT, if you will see, it support text also, it support video also, it supports image also. So nowadays, people are not discriminating based on the NLP or computer vision. They want anything, it should work. By suppose if I am not educated, I can record my voice and I can ask. If I cannot write it, I can just provide the image. So it's like a multimodal thing, and transformer is something which can deal with everything. So I will suggest everyone to make a project related to transformer. It's not very hard. You can just learn it from YouTube. I will not suggest to do some research, because it is really very difficult to understand. So take a reference from YouTube. There are a lot of projects are available. You watch it 2-3 times and you will be able to understand. So that is the, like, I will say, this will fulfill any of the requirement, whatever, if some companies has opening, these 4 project will cover everything. Yes.
All right, thank you, Shivam. I think it must have helped everybody. I really learned a lot from these answers. So my next question is: I have learned the skills, I have built the projects. Now, how should I my resume look like, and how I make sure that my resume gets shortlisted?
Yeah, so here the twist is there, because I know everyone having the great skills, everyone knows everything, even you have done excellent work, you have good grades. But the thing is, when you will apply offline, because you cannot rely on your college, because competition is too tough nowadays. And I am already telling, lot of people are there with doing ML course only, and they are expecting a job. But how you will tell, like, you know better than him or better than someone? So the thing is, for 2-3 opening, I can now say that the competition is more than the government job nowadays. Like, so that, because the thing is, a lot of people are there, but they are not really very skilled. So here is the opportunity. If you can make a really good resume, you will be able to get an interview calls, and interview calls really will be the big win, because out of 1,000, if you are coming in top 20 or top 50, then you have won the 80% of the race. So what happened, there is tool called ATS tool. I hope everyone have heard that. So that is really a misnomer, I would say. Why? Because the thing is, ATS tool available online, those are really worst. Because suppose I wanted to hire a machine learning engineer or deep learning engineer, I will release the job description. In JD, definitely I will mention someone have the good skills in deep learning or Python or machine learning. But I am dealing with engineers. Every engineer is very smart. They will put those keywords in their resume: machine learning, deep learning. if I will give the scores for everyone, then how I will discriminate whether that person is having machine learning or deep learning knowledge or not? But everyone is telling I am having a good ATS score because I have included the keywords. Bro, you are not only having the keywords, everyone out there is having keywords. So here the twist come, like when I interacted with many HRs, many recruiter, tech recruiters, I'm not saying normal HRs. So what they tell, we are not giving any weightage for these keywords, that is specific, because they are only providing those keywords, and you are mentioning the what extra effort you have done that. It just copy paste, not useful. So what they tell, if I really wanted to judge someone whether you are having a machine learning or deep learning knowledge or not, I will judge based on if someone is really worked inside the subject. Like I said, support vector machine, or I said transformer, or I said like suppose image segmentation. If someone is including these keywords in their resume, that means that person have worked on that thing. Anyhow, machine learning, anyhow, some or the other way it will come, but those keywords will not come. So these are the keywords are really very helpful for you to get shortlist in the company. So that is how big companies are checking the keywords, and I will suggest people to make this type of keywords, not whatever they are providing in the JD. Whatever they are providing, there is no weightage for those keywords. And one more thing, the thing people are mentioning about their address, they are mentioning about their hobby, like they are saying I want to I really love to explore the thing, I am good dancer, I am good singer. Bro, we are not hiring for good singer. They are saying I am having a great leadership quality. Bro, you are fresher, we will not give 6 7 people under you. We just want someone, if I am telling that work, you have to do it. So don't waste your space of one page resume in the leadership skills or good communication skill. We want some people who can write a good code, who can solve problem of linear algebra. So don't say, and people are mentioning their address. Bro, we don't want to invite you, neither we want to come to your place. So only one page of resume, you need to just put the relevant skill. You ask from yourself, why adding that uh, skill, or why added that particular word, whether I will be able to add some value or not. Even lot of people are writing a profile summary for 4 lines or 6 lines, that too from chat gpt. Bro, you are just saying I am really a good person, I can do this thing or that thing. If someone is really having the chat gpt, they can put from there. So that is not adding any value. If you want to add something, add good project, add good keywords, add some open source contribution, you have done that. But definitely not I have the volunteer experience in some cultural event. That is not adding any value. Seriously, I was also thinking in my btech, I have organized one event, company will welcome me. No bro, we are having separate person to like organize some type of events. So never ever include those type of things if you really want to get a job, because you are really wasting your one page of the space. So 30 seconds are there, within 30 second person will judge you. So try to like put only the relevant thing. Don't just go for any other topics. Even if you are having some medals also in some other cultural activity, try to put at last. So yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Shivam. I think these are a lot of insights. The things that I learned are, first thing is your resume should be different. It should not be blindly following the keywords which are there in the job description. And you need to look from the HR's perspective why they would hire you, not from your perspective. And don't just take content from ChatGPT and post it like everybody else. It should be different. It should be original. So that's the summary. I have the same question for you, Durgesh.
Yeah, so I think getting your resume shortlisted is more tough than getting a job at the end. Because right now, for every single job opening, everybody wants a good job. They want a good company, and for a good company, there are more, like many people are applying there, and there are a lot of people. And even if I tell you, HR only selects 5 to 6 people for interview. So if 1,000 people are applying and HR is only selecting 5 to 6, they are only getting the chance. Now ATS is a myth, I think, because ATS score, if you check, there are 5 to 6 websites, they give you ATS score. I can say you directly go on, take your one resume, try to post it on all 6 websites, you will get a different score. And now again do it on the same website, you will get a different score. So don't rely on that ATS score. Now try to make your resume in simple steps. If you are a fresher, try to include a summary of 2 lines. If you are a fresher, if you are experienced person, no need to write your summary, and nobody is interested to read your summary. What do you think, like people who are HR, Are they that technical like you? No, they are not that technical like you. They just wanted to understand what kind of skills you possess. And like Shivam was saying that like they are, you have to write some of the things which is relevant to the things that you are applying for. So suppose if you are applying for data analytics, you know that in data analytics quantifying your achievements is very important. So suppose if you are solving a problem, if like suppose sales are down of a company for 30%, just take an example, and if you are doing analysis and you are making it to 20%, you are helping them for 10%. So quantifying your achievements that you have done, if you will do this kind of thing in your work experience related to the stuff that you have originally done, not only the keywords, that is correct. Keywords will not only help you. Now, as per my view, try to write your technical skills at the top. People write their work experience at the top in the first style. I will suggest you try to change it once. If you will write your technical skills in the first style, remove your summary. Resume must be like technical skills at the top tile, work experience. After that, you can write education. And after that, if you have done some personal projects, you can write. These four sections are more than enough. Now, just understand the mentality of a recruiter. Recruiter gets around 5 to 10 seconds of time to understand the resume. Now, they don't have that much time and they're not interested even to understand your complete work experience or to read your complete work experience. And now in companies, there is different thing also. Now, HR is not the only person who shortlist your resume. They're giving that resume to hiring manager. And hiring manager will see your experience also. So there you need experience. But now if I talk about skills, so how recruiter will pass your resume? First person is recruiter, then second person is hiring manager who will get your resume and will shortlist it if he wants. So now HR will only look for the skills first. They will look for the skills. Even if they have a ATS machine that wants to identify your tech stack, they also will track your skills and your work experience and will try to create a set of skills that you have from your resume. So I will suggest, if you write your technical skills at the top, that will help you. And in your work experience, try to make your work experience quantified. Don't only like I have collaborated with five other team members and created a project that helped us. Try to make it like I collaborated with a team and try to solve this problem, x problem, and this created an impact of 5 to 6 percentage on my current situation. So I think quantifying your impact will help you in the work experience part, and writing your technical skills at the top tile will help you, because it has helped a lot of my students. I provide mentorship to a lot of my students and they are saying that they are getting benefited from this. And try to establish contacts as well. It will not only see, luck is very important in getting your resume shortlisted. Don't think if you will do every hard work you will get your resume shortlisted. I waited for 6 months, applied more than 3 to 4 thousand companies on LinkedIn, on Naukri, different other platforms. My resume was not getting shortlisted when I was trying. Today it's getting shortlisted in every company, but that was a time, and now that time is with you people. So luck is also very important. But if you are consistent enough and if you are applying to 50, 60 companies a day, 50, 60 companies a day, you can expect a call after 15, 20 days. Don't expect that you have applied 7 companies today and you will get it tomorrow. No, it will not happen. You have to wait, you have to keep patience, and try to connect with people, try to connect with HRs, and try to understand ki, yeah, they want to hire. And try to connect with your friends who are working. Try to get help from them to get the HR contact, so that you can call them and you can make them understand that you are looking for this profile. So everything is important in getting your resume shortlisted. Networking, good resume, good work experience, and your how you are making contacts with the people. In professional journey, I think making contacts is a very good thing, and you have to follow that. You have to, like, for example, 90 people are here. If I know all these 90 people, 100 people, if they will get jobs one day and they are my friend, they will help me and they will tell me the approach how they have got this, and then you can perform the same. So I think, yeah, networking is very important. And yeah, I have given like all the points that I have.
Thank you, Durgesh. I just want to add one more point what Durgesh has added. It also depends upon the company size. Durgesh mentioned about hiring manager and HR. I
Yeah.
think that's about the big companies.
Yeah, big companies, because they want to hire an employee who is talented enough.
Talent, right?
Yeah, product based companies, you
Product based
can say.
companies. But in general, you need to see what type of companies you are applying. It might be possible that there's a 50 sized company and probably there is one HR, or all the tech people are taking all the decisions, they are taking all the interviews, they're doing HR work. If there's a 100, 200 people company, the situation might be different. but in a good product based companies, what Durgesh says perfectly applies. So my next question is to you, Shivam. Like, how is the job market for ML roles? I know people talk a lot about full stack development job roles in India, front end development roles, and these jobs have been growing, and now ML jobs are growing. But what do you think is the percentage of ML jobs these days, and how is it going? Is it going up? Is it going down, or it's like same as it was 2 years back?
So personally, I track the jobs because I am helping people to get a job, and even I am posting daily jobs only. So I will say like ML jobs are everywhere. Almost every companies are hiring for ML because in the end of the day, every companies are generating that so much amount of the data, and data is very important, and they want to utilize that. And what is happening like nowadays, like Gen AI and LLMs are coming, so many use cases are opening up. Even I was discussing one of the founders. So what use case they found it? Suppose is in the US, if someone need to purchase a house, so what, every time you cannot go to the flat and see the property. Like you cannot visit 1,000 places, and the property is something you need to spend some crores of the money. So what they try to do it by the use of ML or deep learning. They try to create a 3D view of every property. So now they have some stack of some 1,000 2,000 3D model. If I wanted to purchase a house, I can set my home, I can see each of the angle, and I can even put my interior design as well there, and I can visualize, okay, which house is more prominent for me. I cannot shortlist only one, I can shortlist 10. So it will save the time. So I wanted to say use cases are everywhere, everyone want to use AI ML. And even I wanted to say, if you are from computer science background, I would suggest to try for AI ML also, not for job, at least learning these skills. Because at some point of time, if you don't know AI and ML, you will feel like you are not having great skills, or you will feel like I am not enough to get good technology like that. So I will suggest to have that knowledge, and jobs are really everywhere. You just need a good basic skills, and if you have basic skills, you will be able to get a job. At least every company, you can open their career page and you can search the machine learning only, you will find at least 10 jobs as per the experience level. You can apply for it.
Thank you, Shivam. So I have same question for you about data analyst roles.
So right now in market there are a lot of data analysts like roles, and every company is hiring for data analyst. Even top companies and service based companies are also hiring for data analyst. So now coming on to the job opportunities. So right now, if you have a decent amount of skills related to SQL, Python, Excel, and some visualization tool, you can get a job. But the point is, it depends on lot of patience. Today, if you will apply, you cannot imagine that you are getting job in next 14 or 15 days, or you will get a call. So right now, when people learn a lot from different other YouTube and different platforms, they try to think that they are applying right now and now it's their time and they will get a job. It's not like that. The real story is, if you are in a good college and if your placement cell is good, you will get a call, you will get an interview thing, and you will crack the opportunity. Even many people are not able to doing that also. But now, if you talk about a real time scenario when you people are not in company and you are looking for data analytics roles, then it is tough for you. Why it is tough for you? Because market is very big, jobs are also there, but you don't know the proper approach, how to get your interview, like you get your resume shortlisted, how to get an opportunity. So patience is key right now. Don't think that you job is not made for you, and don't think that if you are getting a unfortunately email that your resume is not getting shortlisted, something like that, don't think that someone has trying to rejecting you. It's basically like it's an automated thing that people are getting, because for a single position thousands people are applying. But I will say that if you want to get and understand the job market in data analytics, and if you really want to get a job, my approach will be to create connections with people who are already working and try to talk with them and try to understand like if they have opportunities for you and they can refer you. And always if you even got a call from single HR, try to talk with HR. Even if you are not shortlisted for the first time, try to make a healthy connection with the HR people. And one more thing, if you want to get a good job, you can directly see LinkedIn is very important for you, and I will suggest all of you to have a LinkedIn premium also. Why I'm saying this, because if you have a premium, you have extra things that people who don't have premium are not having. So, but yeah, job market is good. People are getting jobs every day. When I open LinkedIn, 5 to 7 people I see in the top feed that they are getting a job in top companies, and in service based companies they are also getting. But I will suggest you, if after doing your college you are targeting for a data analytics job, try to target a product based company. Try to have a good 2 to 3 months of learning attitude, try to learn good amount of things, and then come into the market. There are more than like 5 to 6 job boards like which are actively active in India, like LinkedIn, Indeed, Naukri, InstaHire, Top Hire, and your these are the good platforms which can really provide you jobs. Like IIM Jobs is also there. So try to create profile on 5 to 6 of them. Create a good profile, drop your resume, try to update your resume on a weekly basis. If you are thinking that your resume is not good and you want to update it a little bit, try to do it as much as you can. So yeah, you will get a job. Be patient, we have patience in you, and try to apply on a daily basis at least 40 to 50 companies, and see opportunities on careers portal. So like Shivam said, that if you want to have a good opportunity and you want to have a better existence on the people who are applying, then what you can do is you can go on the company's career page. For example, if you type Google careers, you will directly go to Google's career page where there actually jobs are there. Now you can apply directly on their career portal. Then you have more options of your resume getting shortlisted as the people who are applying on LinkedIn and all. So that is something that you have to focus on. If you want to get a good jump company job, try to go on their careers profile page and there create your profile and drop your resume. That will help you more.
All
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Durgesh. Thank you, Shivam. I think because of the limited time, we are going to end this session here. And at the end, I would like just say that these guys have been very, very helpful. I personally learned a lot. And one thing that Durgesh particularly mentioned, stuck with me is, you need to apply to a lot of companies. The way people share on social media that I got selected in so and so company, they don't share how many times they got rejected before that. So if you feel like if you applied to 10 companies and you got rejections everywhere and there's something wrong with me, I should stop applying because I'm getting rejections. That is something you should not do. It's a matching problem. Like he mentioned example of flat. You don't, I mean, if you are looking for a good flat, you need to have your requirements at a lot of places. So you better apply to a lot of companies, make your resume available everywhere. Geeks for Geeks also has a job portal. You can build your profile there also. We also onboard a lot of companies. You can post your resume there also, build your profile there. So be available, keep applying, and keep learning AI, ML, and data skills. So we'll end it here. And now we are going to open this session for the questions. So please feel free to ask your questions that you have, and we'll rotate the mic. I think somebody from the team will be rotating the mic.
Shivam, you mentioned in your talk the learning for the linear algebra and statistics is important for the working in the AI model and ML, right? Nowadays, lot of models are there. You talk about the Llama, you talk about the Granite, lot of the Watson X models are there, where people can provide the input and get the output, whatever the desired results are there. Can you give me the one example where you can correlate with the linear algebra is required to solving the AI and ML model buildings?
Okay. Suppose I am having a company. Okay. That whatever model you are telling, if that is too easy, I need to just call the API. Why will I hire the people? I can just hire someone who can just call the
No, no, I'm
API.
not asking. Just give the one example, real time example, where linear algebra is required to solve the AML problem, AI problem. Just give
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
example.
So suppose I have the large amount of data set or I have so many features. So the feature or data will not come as per our requirement. I will take a very basic example. I wanted to find someone whether that person is girl or boy. I have so many feature point. I have the color of the t-shirt. I have the length of the hair. I have the height of the person. I have the footwear of the thing, everything I have. I cannot process all of the data to the ML model or any large language model to detect whether that person is boy or girl. I just need only 2 3 feature that how is the footwear, or I will check the like hair size, or I will check if that some wearing or ring or whatever. So only few features I can detect whether that person is having that person is boy or girl. I don't need whole amount of the feature size. So here that linear algebra, how it comes, it will check the correlation between the each feature, how that one particular one feature is related to other feature. So that is how you will just what you will do, you can just take the maximum correlation and you
This
can
is
just
not
process.
like a problem of the linear algebra. Sorry,
Linear algebra only.
this is the called the regression analysis with the multivariables. If you're talking about the given examples, if we talk about the covariance and correlation, it is a part of the statistics, not will come under the linear algebra. Correlations, you talk about the magnitudes, intercepts. This is a part of the talking about the linear regression shape with the multivariants. This is not a part of the
No, no, if you
linear
will
algebra.
watch the linear algebra Gilbert strength series, you
This
will
is this
find
is
those things with the
this is
PC
feature
also.
analysis.
Yes,
This is coming with the multivariant of the regression
yes, yes,
analysis.
yes.
If you talk about the fuzzy logic, solving the problems, or talking on that front, for that is a very different aspect to talk about that. For talking about the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, then linear algebra is not going to play role on that. Only the statistics you talk about that is the play the role for the analyzing that part.
At least 50 interviews I gave, all the 50 round started with PC and those type of things. So I am sharing my
So
experience, whatever I felt,
and
that that is how I got a first placement in my class. Yeah.
and the second thing, if you mention that second question, if you have done the masters in the ISC Bangalore, right? This is the how it is helping through branding your resume, because the now college is the main playing the important role to hiring the people from the brands. So how your brands is placing the important role for your selection process, or your knowledge is helping the you're solving the getting the job in the market.
Yeah, so definitely I what I will suggest, like that's why if, suppose if I was at the place where I was not getting any job, I was in EC student, and I cleared the gate examination also, but that too in EC. But to cover the syllabus at ISC, the cover everything, like that requires so many skills. So before joining to ISC itself, I was ready to do this thing. That is why I got Reliance Foundation scholarship, which provide the scholarship who is having great skills in AI. So that is how I become the one of their selected students. So that was not nothing to do with ISC. They haven't opened it for only for ISC. It opened for all of the college. So what those three subject I prepared so well. Within one day, I got the opportunity. That's why. And like they selected only one student for that role. So I would not say that is only for ISC. That is something which I proved by my gate skills or by gate rank. So some or the other way you need to prove yourself. How I get ISC? Because I did lot of hard work in my BTech or my gate coaching. That is how I got that. So if really someone think that tag will be useful, to get the tag you need to really do the hard work. Like nothing, suppose a lot of people are doing hard work at the BTech level, they are getting IITs or NITs, so they are getting a good job. I couldn't do it that time. I again get the chance, I again put the hard work. So that is something I get after my 4 years. So there is no shortcut for hard work. You have to do the things, and that is how you will get the tag. Because some or the other way you will work hard, you will get the college, then that tag will play a role. So yeah, thanks.
I would like to answer this question and add some more points to this. I did BTech in 2004 and it's 2024 now. The difference that I have seen in the industry is when I did BTech from a college in Mathura, we had 0% placement in that campus. And whenever I was applying to companies, nobody was even replying to me. I applied to hundred of companies for software jobs. But if you look at current and I remember nobody was even getting placed from tier three, tier two colleges in that time into companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, or top product based company until unless they get some experience. But things have changed over the time. The game has become fairer and fairer now. Your college degree still matters a lot, but your skills are now getting more and more importance. And with the years, I strongly believe it's going in the direction. And maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, it'll become purely skills, not degree actually. And why is it happening? Because the tech is helping us. Tech is helping HRs to figure out who is a better coder, who is better at AI ML, who's better at data structures algorithms. Tech is there to help the HR. So they don't need to look at the degree, they just can check the skills. So ultimately, it's going to be skills. Although, if even right now, your IIT degree, your ISC degree helps a lot. You get all the opportunities, all the companies come to your campus, right? Other places, there is a lot of big crowd. But things are going in that direction. If you compare 2020, 24 with 2004, lot more opportunities for tier 2, tier 3 students these days. Those opportunities were not there at all during my time. In fact, in my time, if you were from computer science, then only you get an opportunity. This was the situation till 2012, 13, I guess. You get opportunity in these top product based companies only when you are from computer science.
Even till 2019 also, like people who are in data science, like in computer science, they are getting more opportunities as compared to people who are like, if you talk about a mechanical engineer, he only gets a job of 17 18,000 in a mechanical domain. But
But
if you were the hard work is required. College tag is for people who are fresher. College tag is
right.
important. It's not like only that is important, hard work is also there, but college tag is important for the people who are fresher. But right now, if you talk about me, Sandeep, and this person, all three of us are from tier 3 college. I think I'm also from tier 3 college, and I also haven't got any job in like by college. But if you got that approach how to get it, then you are a successful person, you will do that. But that will come after 3 to 4 months of hard work, getting a lot of rejection, facing a lot of rejection. See, I have seen a lot of my friends who have got 4 to 5 rejections. Now they are saying, Durgesh, mere ko job hi nahi karni. It's not like that. Rejections are important if you want to become successful. Today I can say myself I'm earning like more than that I have supposed to earn in after 20 years. 100%. Because I have done my hard work. I have done my things. Now I have things with me and I know the approach. Now everything is easy for me in job market. But 1 year back, it was very difficult for me to even get a single job at 3.5 lakhs package. And right now the things are changed. So hard work is required. Tag is also required for the people who are freshers. But if you are not fresher, if you have a single year of experience in a small company also, then your skills will matter a lot. So that is something. Yeah.
Can I go next?
Yeah, sure.
So first I would like to thank you, Sandeep sir. So when I began my BTech journey in CAC, the very first event which I organized in my college like 6 years back was a Geek for Geek event, and we had invited you over there. So it was really influential. And 4 years down the line, I graduated and I got placed in a very good product based company. Now, So here comes the question to you. Uh, 4 months back, I had applied to Qualcomm and I got rejected. So my very first question to you is that how do we apply to the semiconductor-based companies? What all theories, what all I need to prepare, and what all fundamentals I need to target? Because currently, let's say I'm in a firmware-based domain. So yeah, I wanted to ask.
Yes.
And just second question is that let's say that I want to make a switch from a firmware. Like you have inspired me so much that I want to even explore the data analytics side. So let's say that from a firmware, I want to move to this computer vision, this thing. How can I go about that?
Okay, so first question, not specific to Qualcomm, to any company. Like even if you will search on Google or any, normally big companies, I will say, if you wanted to go to computer vision or anything, you should be having very fundamentals. Like at least if you wanted to go Microsoft, Google or Qualcomm, you can't survive without the linear algebra, especially. So basics you need good resume and you need a relevant experience. So that is more than enough to get into any company. Second part is that like you are from firmware and you need to change the domain. So that answer can be like, that's what I was discussing with you also. If you are from another domain, you have worked at least for 3 years, at least something you have, or 2 years, whatever.
Correct.
But companies or HR's expectation is like that, I will hire someone if you are having relevant 2 years of experience.
Yep.
But the thing is, they don't care you know it or not. They just wanted to see the 2 years relevant experience.
Yes.
But that is really not good. You have worked hard, you have learned every skills, you can do better than some experienced person. But because of that, you don't have relevant experience. you are not getting job. So there is a trick. Suppose you are in X company, okay, you only know what you are working. Do I know?
No, you don't.
So why bro? Because you are applying for AIML job. I am assuming you know AIML.
Yes.
So you are putting the firmware experience? Put AIML project I have done in my team. So now your work experience is relevant to your AIML, and that is not job switching. Like in that is not domain switching. That is simple as job switching.
Okay.
So that one thing, if you will include, you will get a benefit of 2-3 years of work experience.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That
So
answers.
yeah.
Hello, sir. So I had a few questions. So for both of, like all three of you. So as a fresher, I'm currently in third year. So how DSA is important? How much is the importance of DSA? Like I keep following Shivam. Today itself, he posted about DSA not running behind 5,500 or 1,000 questions on lead code. So as a fresher, like entry level ML or a DA data analytics job, how important is DSA? Because in our college right now, companies are coming, and whatever it is, like whatever the domain is, the first test is always DSA. The first test is like DSA, and getting into that, passing that is very difficult.
I think Shivam, you would like to go.
Yes. So the thing is, for me, if you will ask, I am really very weak in DSA, but I will suggest everyone to have at least DSA knowledge. So what happens? I have seen many companies don't come for the written test or something like that. They already doing the resume shortlisting. Maximum company, 90% of the company, they directly call for interview. So suppose I am the recruiter and I need to hire you, and I have 1 hour time. So if I am seeing your resume, if I will not see the enough things, then I will start asking whatever in my mind. Okay. For me, I never got any DSA question in my interview. That is how I got it. But the thing is, if you will really have a great project, so I will be more interested. Instead of asking like a maximum number of sub array, I will ask whatever project, interesting project you have done that. But if you wanted to be in safe zone for AIML jobs, I will suggest to have at least 100 to 150 question, that to specific to like array, string, and maximum to maximum, I will say to tree. More than that, like 2 or 3% company will be there, but don't waste so much energy. Otherwise, how you will differentiate between software engineer and AI ML engineer? So 100 150 problems, that too like very specific, some pattern wise problem, if you will do for AI ML jobs, and other than the AI ML skills, that is more than enough for that. Don't go for dynamic programming, graphs, or tries, or for only Amazon or some few 2-3 companies or Google. You cannot
No,
put
no,
your
not they even also not ask this.
yes.
So if you are good at if you talk about data analytics, you need Python a lot. I say, and if you go with the three data structures: string, list, and dictionary. If you have three of them, and if you know how to code in them, then you can easily crack it. See, they don't talk about these trees and all. They know that you are going for a data analytics, not you're not going for a development role. So for developers, you need this lot of tech stack in DSA. But I think in data science and analytics, I also haven't got any DSA coding question. They asked me questions like how to find duplicates from a list using a dictionary. These kind of questions, like how to get palindrome number, because they know they don't need you for this. They don't need you for this. But yeah, if you are talking specifically about data engineering domain, then you need DSA, because in data engineering they need you to for the development also. They need you to create some kind of pipeline structure and many other things using Python. So at that point of time, DSA is required. But if you are talking about data analytics, data science, no, I'm not very sure about machine learning, but yeah, in these data analytics and data science, you don't need that much data structures.
One thing adding here, so in machine learning engineer, like normally you will need DSA, whatever I am telling, because in data analytics they can ask SQL questions. So to compensating this, DSA is required, that but that to array, string, and trees maximum.
All right, so I just want to add one thing for the freshers, since the crowd is very, very high. I mean, if I'm a company and if I post a fresher job, I will get huge number of applications, whatever technical job I have. and I have these tools available by HackerRank, HackerEarth, Geeks for Geeks. So using these tools, I can filter a fewer candidates out of these. So what I do is I post some DSA questions as a company or HR, and I ask students to participate. That helps me in shortlisting, reducing the number of candidates. And I know these are good programmers; they are good at fundamentals. So what I do is I put two DSA questions. I put some, if I'm looking for data analyst role, I'll put some SQL questions, some data analyst fundamentals. If I'm looking for ML role, I'll put some ML questions. So for freshers, this has become a tool for the HRs to reduce the number. So that, and these tools have become really mature over the time. They check your typing speed, they take your pictures, they record your video, they easily figure out whether you're copying from somewhere. And that is why this has become a kind of standard. So you can say that this has become standard because it's a tech which is helping HRs to shortlist fewer candidates. They don't have to go those resumes manually. With time, it might happen that there are better tools in that industry which are using AI/ML, which can check domain specific knowledge rather than checking DSA and some multiple choice questions for everybody. But as of now, that's the tool that HRs have. So and that works. That works the best as of now. So that's why they ask DSA questions. But as these guys said, I mean, there might be an embedded company that I'm a company who works on embedded systems and I need a C programmer. Then I wouldn't check for DSA, right? I would check how many of you have good knowledge of microprocessor architecture, how many of you good knowledge of C language. So that all varies from company to company as well. So guys, that is all. It was super talking to you all, and thank you, Durgesh, thank you, Shivam, for being here.
So one question.
Okay, so I'll take the last question, then we'll end the session here.
So, sir, I'm currently in my second year of engineering in fourth semester right now, and this question is troubling me a lot. So I know linear algebra for as of now, the basics of linear algebra, statistics, and calculus. And now, when I begin figuring out ML and deep learning and what exactly it is, the question is how deep do we go into theory and how much do we focus on projects? Because some people they just start off with projects and then they learn, and the other option is you learn a little deep and then start with projects. Where do we find that line?
Yeah, so I will suggest, because you are in second year and you really got a good skills, what I will suggest, whatever new papers are coming like CVPR or ICCB, ECCB, related to your domain, whatever domain, whether you wanted to majorly focus on NLP or computer vision, you see those paper, that research already has been done, and every author, most of the author give the code, GitHub code also. What you can do to get a research flavor, like if you wanted to really go and show some contribution there is one platform called Archive.
Okay.
So Archive is something, suppose I am working on some project, some research, some of my research, and there like lot of people in the world can be work on the same domain, same topic, and even same algorithm. But if I am publishing it, how will I claim that is my algorithm or that is someone else algorithm? So on Archive, people just try to put their ongoing research, so they get a benchmarking or their time stamp. Okay, at that time I was the first one who was doing that, so I deserve it. So those research are not really published yet. Okay, but they are really working on some interesting ideas. So on Archive, you can, how you will find that Archive, you will go to CVPR paper or something, that paper you will search, you will find the citations. There you will get a Archive link. Those whatever they are doing, suppose they are doing some improvement on some topic, same you can implement, and same thing. I am not saying you will publish the paper, but you will really get a good flavor of research. And to get AIML jobs, if you have the research experience, you are 99% ahead of the people. So that is what I will suggest to everyone. Like lot of people don't know about Archive, because already whatever paper has been published, so everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But Archive is yet to publish in within 1 or 2 years, so you are already ahead of the technology. Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys. So great talking to you. Great questions. Really like the enthusiasm shown by everybody. And thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, everybody, for joining online. Super, super meeting you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
యాక్చువల్లీ తెలిసింది నీట్గా అంటే ఎంత
our project and the data analyst what it was. You have to consider a project and then we are and we are maybe in the last question. So then, how do you calculate the loss? So the real time example and complete how will exactly does that you will reduce the loss? We just predict what exactly